Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going? And welcome back to this week's vendor reset, the greatest on the interweb. It's April 23rd and today's vendor video will cover my top picks, hot ticket, interesting items and must buy gear for the week. Remember to show your support if you enjoy or find this video helpful, a simple like is all it takes, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get stuck into the vendors. Starting at our countdown vendor this week where we've got the Commando. I'm not a huge fan of this gun, so I'm going to be passing. We've also got the Pristine Example chest piece. This one's not too bad, but for PvE I do prefer Headhunter as my talent. And the Golem backpack here, it's got health and repair skills. I'm going to be passing on that one. Remember, if you do need any of these items, they will cost you 75 countdown credits each. Marco at the Haven this week is slacking a little bit. The only thing of interest is maybe this Seska holster. 11% weapon damage, 4.6% crit hit chance, swap the weapon handling to crit hit damage. Next door, our old mate Roy's got this pretty good looking FAL. It's already dropping with damage to targets out of cover, which means you can swap that talent to whatever you like. Now the FAL didn't get much love at the start of Title Update 20, but it is still an amazing gun. Unfortunately, everything else here is pretty mediocre. At our White House vendor, we do have the Zero F's chest piece. Unfortunately, the attributes are explosive resistance and skill haste. Not the best, but it might be worth picking up for some. The ACRE is actually a decent gun. This one's going to come with flatline, so I would be rolling the damage to armor to damage to targets out of cover. And also the Palisade chest piece might be okay for some. It's got armor, crit hit chance, repair skills and spark. This one does interest me a little bit for a repair skills crit build. I would probably be rolling Unbreakable to it. Inside at your clan vendor, we've got the setup, which is the named Usina backpack. It's got near max armor on it and it does have status effect with perfectly opportunistic. This would be a nice one to pair up with your Scorpio. Just remember that the status effect doesn't apply to the Scorpio's statuses. The Cavalier backpack's not too bad either, 143k armor and some crit hit chance. Future knee pads, they're always easy because they're going to come with a skill tier, swap the health to repair skills. And also down the list, we've got a Sokolov mask. It's got weapon damage, weapon handling and crit hit chance, swap the weapon handling for crit hit damage. At the Theatre Settlement, we do have the Boomstick. It does come with both damage to armor and damage to targets out of cover, but unfortunately everything else here is pretty terrible. Moving on. At the Castle Settlement, we do have the Darkness. Again, I'm not interested in this gun. The only other thing that does tickle my fancy is this Providence mask. It's got weapon damage, crit hit damage, and near max skill damage. You could roll off the skill damage and make it all red, or I would be keeping the skill damage and maybe rolling a skill tier to it. I am currently working on a capacitor hybrid that this would work perfectly on. At the campers this week, we do have the Carnage LMG. This works great with either your Trauma chest piece or your Ridgeways. And the SR1 Marksman rifle is pretty decent. Just swap the talent from Fast Hands to Determined. And maybe to team up with that Palisade chest piece back at the White House, we've got an Alps mask, skill tier, crit hit chance and repair skills. Now for our Dark Zone vendors, we're going to start at DZ West where we've got the Calibre. This one's got maxed out shotgun damage, roll the crit hit chance to damage to targets out of cover. Unfortunately, nothing else here really stands out to me. I'm going to be passing. Shooting on down to DZ South where we've got the China Light Strategic Alignment backpack. The rolls on it aren't great. Everything else here is very average or below average. I'm going to be passing on all of it. And our last stop is going to be at DZ East where we've got the Commando again. Again, I'm going to be passing on it. Unfortunately, it's just been one of those weeks at the vendors where not much is up for grabs. So that's going to wrap it up for this week's Vendor Reset champions. If you're interested in the daily targeted loot, it's on your screen now. Thanks to everyone for tuning in and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated and I hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.